plenty of room.
Have some wine.
I don't see any wine.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited.
I didn't know it was your table.
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's rude.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
I believe I can guess that.
Do you mean you think you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do, at least. I mean what I say. That's the same thing, you know.
Not the same thing a bit. Why, you might just as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might just as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter.
Yes, but some crumbs must have got in as well. You shouldn't have put it in with the bread knife.
It was the best butter, you know?
What a funny watch. It tells the day of the month and doesn't tell what o'clock it is.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not. That's because it stays the same year for a very long time together.
Which is just the case with mine.
I don't understand you.
Just what I was going to remark myself.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No. I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I.
I think you might do something better with the time than wasting it in asking riddles that have no answers.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't talk about wasting it. It's him.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you don't. I dare say you never even spoke to time.
Perhaps not. But I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
He won't stand beating. If you only kept on good terms with him, he'd do almost anything you liked with the clock. For instance, say it were 9 o'clock in the morning, just time to begin lessons. You'd only have to whisper a hint to time, and round goes the clock in a twinkling. 1:30. Time for dinner.
I only wish it was.
But then I shouldn't be hungry for it.
Not at first, perhaps, but you could keep it to 1:30 as long as you liked.
Is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarreled last March, just before he went mad, you know. It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat, how I wonder what your... You know the song, perhaps?
I have heard something like it.
It goes on, you know, in this way. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky.
Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
Well, I'd hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering the time! Off with his head!"
How dreadfully savage.
And ever since that, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock now.
Is that the reason there's so many tea things out here?
Yes, that's it. It's always tea time, and we've no time to wash the things between whiles.
Then you keep moving round, I suppose.
Exactly so, as the things get used up.
But what happens when you come to the beginning again?
Suppose we change the subject. I'm tired of this. I vote the young lady tells us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Tell us a story.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly.
What did they live on?
They lived on treacle.
They couldn't have done that, they'd have been ill.
So they were. Very ill.
Take some more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Finish the story.
And so, these 3 little sisters were learning to draw.
What did they draw?
Treacle, stupid.
I don't think...
Then you shouldn't talk.
Ugh! It's the stupidest tea party I was ever at in all my life.